Hello and welcome, everybody. This is episode 147 of your favorite show, Keeping It Real. I'm your host, Kadis. And today, before we start, I'd like to just put out a little bit of a call to anyone that may have any interest in supporting the show. If that's you, please send me an email at jackkadis@gmail.com. That's Jack, J-A-C-K-L, Kadis, K-A-D-I-S @gmail.com. What did I do today? Not a whole lot. I, you know, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. But it's good to be here. It's good to be on Keeping It Real. So we are going to move forward with talking about what I find interesting. And I find a lot of things interesting, but in the past 24 hours, I watched the Knicks lose in Game 2 to the Pacers. I had a 45-minute phone call with my mom. I went to the AT&T store to drop off a phone because I have a new phone, and my old phone was. I'll walk you through that. So I get on my bicycle. When I called my mom, it inspired me to get out of the house. So I got on my bicycle and I went to the AT&T store near downtown, not exactly downtown, but in that direction. And I didn't know there was an AT&T store there, but I got there and I went in, and there were these two people looking at me, and I'm like, okay, I'm at the AT&T store. I'm trying to explain to them, like, I gotta turn this phone in. I think it's so hard. Also, anyway, I'll try and just focus on one thing at a time. So I was like put off because like they seemed like so like, I don't know, like they didn't want to help me or whatever. And I guess, whatever, it is what it is. I think I could have handled the situation better. Also, I got embarrassed halfway through because like I realized they were going to pull the account up and realized it's not even in my name, it's in my dad's name. And yeah, that's what happened. And apparently my ID didn't work because it had to be his ID. And that sucks. Yeah. Anyhow, I ended up going to the FedEx store and mailing the phone to Charlotte so he can take it to the AT&T store himself. For what do I like? This is the weirdest thing ever. Keeping it real. I've received some good feedback on my episodes where lately how I've been like recapping shows and movies that I've seen and stuff. And that's good. I don't think I've watched anything in the past 24 hours that I can, or maybe I have. There's stuff that I like to watch, I haven't done much but watch things for the past like 12 hours, actually. Well, that's not true. More like 8 hours. I just kind of took like an 8-hour shift doing nothing. I did nothing. I did nothing for 8 hours. That is crazy town. And I feel like I stress out about it. I don't know. I stress out about it, but at the same time, like, also got to be grateful that I just did nothing for 8 hours. That might not always be something that I can afford to do, but just now I did nothing for 8 hours, and I spent $0 for 8 hours, and I, all I did was scrounge and eat the food that I could find in my kitchen, and I also drank. Why did I do this? This is around the time that I should have just gotten my video stuff done. Instead, I decided to drink a Monster Energy. And that made me just like, you know how that stuff goes. The Monster Energy led to me cooking dinner in the kitchen, led to me sitting on the couch, led to me now. And it's, it is what it is. I don't know why I drank the Monster Energy. I kind of just thought like, fuck it, I guess. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's kind of what it came over me. And I said, I'm going to drink a Monster Energy. I'm a savage. And I was, and I am. I'm totally a savage. I'm a beast mode savage. This is insane. How are we going to fill this hour? I don't have any time skips like I've had. I could, I guess, but it's hard to, I just don't know. This is going to be one of those episodes where it's just it's going to be hard. It's always hard, but I guess I've been doing good. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you. I was hoping, I don't. We could do silence. We could sit in silence. I guess, I don't know. We could. It'd be cool if maybe I read to you. It'd be cool if I read to you my. It'd be cool maybe if I went back into my diary. I could see what I was doing on May 24th, a year ago today. I was in New York City, by the way. I think around now is when I was in New York City. So that could be cool. That could be interesting. I might just go grab my laptop and we can do that. And if I do that, why not do that? Let's just see what happens. We haven't done that in a while. Let's do that. Honestly, we can do the whole hour like this. We can do the whole hour like this, and we can just see, how... Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay, Google Drive. Sign in, I guess? Okay, there we go. Here we go. First, let's go to YouTube, because then we get a better picture of what's going on with, a thumbnail and stuff, Content, your channel, and we're going to go see what I posted. New York City. When was I in New York City? It looks like here. Does it say? May 23rd. Spot on. So today, 1 year ago today, I arrived home from New York City. I believe this was my last day. So oldest, hold on, I lost it. West P Street. Yep. Okay. So it's funny that I've just drinking a Red Bull. And I kind of feel like there's so many patterns in life, and some of them are even on the year to year basis, and we don't even realize it as people. Because a year ago today, I was pulling a total all-nighter and destroying my health, and I was in the Pittsburgh International Airport, and I was sleep deprived, and I couldn't fall asleep in a public airport, and I just had to catch my flight to Raleigh. That's what I was doing 1 year ago today, and it's one of my favorite videos at the time. Pittsburgh International. That's the name of the video if you want to see what I was doing. But we're gonna read what I put in and I might have not put anything. This might have been the time when I stopped writing. Nope, it looks like I've got something. Wow, I was still writing. So maybe we just start the first of the month, May 1st. May 1st, no sleep. I'm drunk as fuck right now. I am plastered, but I am typing this. I'm watching YouTube. I have watched porn 3 times so far tonight, maybe 4. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to apologize in advance for just the right out of the gate, what you're hearing. So viewer discretion is advised. If this is not your kind of mojo, then this is your time to click off. But I am going to read this because it's kind of like my free pass. This is like my free pass. I'm sorry. I've watched porn 3 times so far tonight, maybe 4. I can't recall. I had a glass of whiskey that I sipped and chugged the remainder of upstairs at Jack's place. Then I came home and stole a bottle of wine from Harris's place and paid him on Venmo for the inconvenience. I am faded to the hoe. I have class in 3 hours and 30 minutes. My professors are probably about to wake up. I'm going to make myself some eggs, some fruit for a snack maybe before lunch. Maybe I'll cook some chicken for lunch. Then I will head to school, attend all 3 of my classes, do what I can to be the best I can with what abilities I have at my disposal. In parentheses, I'll be running off little to no sleep, and then parentheses within parentheses, probably no sleep, in parentheses, and I will come home and do what I must do. No, this Wednesday, do what I must do. This Wednesday, in parentheses, play basketball with Ethan and rock climb with Jack, and then I will eat a healthy dinner and go to bed. Throughout this process, I'll make a YouTube video. Who knows what I will say? So facts. In parentheses, I will shower, shave, brush teeth, and eat my 3 good meals with 2 healthy intermediate. I think intermediate, what I was trying to say was like in between, like snacks, 2 healthy snacks. But I instead typed intermediate. I was just going to compliment myself for being drunk as fuck. This all makes quite a good amount of sense, but that is just like totally the wrong word. I think intermediate. And I think I meant to say intermediary. Being or occurring at the middle place. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm actually just that guy. I put that in all caps because earlier in the night, Sam and I were debating about the context. Sam and I were debating about the word. What the fuck? That's crazy. I put that in all caps because earlier, I put intermediate in all caps because earlier on in the night, Sam and I were debating about the word intermediate versus mid. I thought intermediate was an extra 4 syllables for no real gain in context, and Sam thought the essence of the word was much worth the 4 extra syllables. Okay, I want to see if, I don't know what I was saying by that, but basically, what is happening right now? In parentheses, I am still, in caps, drunk as fuck, in parentheses. It is 6 a.m. and I'm about to start my morning routine, in parentheses, because I can, in parentheses, beast mode. I want to make sure I've submitted all my teachers' evaluations for extra credit. I wonder what today will hold. Happy May 1st. What a start to the month. I cooked chicken this morning and filmed a video and watched some videos on the couch with Sam. I am quite tired already and it is only 9:30. Sociology class is about to start. There's lots of parentheses. In parentheses, I just learned that it was an optional class, in parentheses, but I am glad I came anyway. I am fighting to stay awake in sociology class right now. We are watching a video on Park Avenue. That is a street that I may find myself walking sometime soon. I was not able to stay awake for that video at all. I slept through the entire thing. I just went to my last mandatory American history class, to be determined if I go to the optional one on Friday. I won't be able to pull an A, but I will be able to thank my professor in a more one-on-one setting. I am waiting outside my communications class right now, and I feel the obligation to let this document know that this STEM Center girl I really think is attractive walked past me, and I could not even find my words to apologize to her. Oh yeah, I forgot. I feel awful. I feel horrible. I think I will check on the quick video with Wake Tech building in the background. Oh wait, I think I will check the STEM Center after my communications class just in case. Also, after class, I want to shoot a quick video at the Wake Tech building in the background. I'm getting a small blister on my left heel, so I want to make that fast, if I am even able to do it all. Also, I'm having the realization that my camera is sitting on my hot car right now. I'm going to go grab it before class starts. The day's over. It is very sad. I am so tired it isn't even funny. So I was getting a blister because I used to wear loafers to community college every day and a full suit and tie. And this girl that I was talking about was just the prettiest girl with the most beautiful accent who was taking all these classes, and we met in the math tutoring center, and she had like, I could tell she had the biggest crush on me, and because she would always like stutter, like whenever we would speak to one another, like she always seemed like she couldn't really get her words out. And dumb it down. Whenever a guy says to you, oh, this girl has the biggest crush on me, you have to like take it with a grain of salt, because I think we have like something within our minds as men that makes us think girls like us more than they actually do. But I asked her if she'd like to get a snack or lunch with me. Must be prior to this entry, and she said yes, and I blew it and didn't show up. I just stayed up the entire night the night before and slept through it and didn't make it. So Yeah, I felt horrible because then that was the first time I saw her since I stood her up, and she just walked right past me, and I was like, oh, fuck. Moving on. This is bringing back, I forgot about all this stuff. This is why this is so important. May 2nd, nothingness. I am sad to say that I'm a complete wreck right now. I know, no, dude, no shit. That last entry, I stayed up all night apparently, and I was hammered, and I still put on my nice dress shoes and made it to my classes. No shit, dude. I'm sad to say that I'm a complete wreck right now. I know what to do to get out of it, but I just can't seem to do those things. I think I can do those things. I just screamed at my computer because it would not let me get the formatting how I like it. I'm just going cray-cray. I failed quitting YouTube. I failed quitting porn. I failed quitting junk food, and I failed quitting eating after dinner. It is May 2nd, 2024 at 7:19 p.m. in parentheses, Thursday night, in parentheses. I'm going to not fail with the rest of the day that I have left. I'm going to clean up the house in my room and go on a mock walk with my camera stuff to prepare for New York. See, I don't want to get up and do this stuff, but I'm going to. I will check back with you maybe later today, but most likely tomorrow. May 3rd, just floating. I named yesterday nothingness because I thought it was the day before yesterday and I had just forgot to write anything for that day. I kept the name after I just realized because I believe in my unhappiness and depressive because I believe in my unhappiness and depressive state, I decided to name it based on what happened instead of what was happening. Funny enough, what happened turned out to be a reflection of what I believe happened. This is just how things go. Anyway, I'm still drunk, and I opened this to type a long letter to Sophie to forgive me. I scrolled Instagram Reels for forever and saw a bunch of content about exes and blah, blah, blah. And now I don't want to do that anymore. Nice. So tomorrow is Friday. Wake Tech is done with classes. Has been done with classes since Thursday. I thought maybe I would go on Friday in case, I guess her name was Gia. I never even knew I knew her name. I guess she told me her name was Gia, in case Gia showed up. I'm not sure if that is how you would spell her name. Would that require me to go to bed right now? I think if I tried, I would not be able to due to excitement. She makes my heart stop. I think I should go. For myself. I think I should go, tell her sorry, offer to make amends, and see what happens. I don't think she will be there, though. The last day for pre-calc was Thursday, or before Thursday, and I went after class on Wednesday and did not see her. I think I should go anyway. I honestly wish I did not have this thought because I was headed to bed. I was going to jack off and then fall asleep, and now I'm thinking about how I asked her out and did not show. I'm still going to go to bed and jack off. Once again, mainly, Mom, I'm sorry. This is just what's written down. I have to read it. I'm living an awful life right now, doing all the bad things, living all the wrong ways. What I still have is my recordings and this document. I also have my straight B's. And then I wrote, this is a list. I wrote, what am I really worried about? Number 2, what am I presently sad about? Number 3, who has annoyed me and how? Number 4, what does my body want? Number 5, what is still lovely? So maybe I'll just answer these questions, to be honest. What am I really worried about? Currently, obviously, I'm not going to answer for me back then. Okay, number 1, what am I really worried about? Also, isn't this cool that I'm answering these questions that I wrote down like a year and a month later? What am I really worried about? I think I'm worried about, I'd say I'm worried about, it's a really good question. And I want to take some time to think about it. For anyone that's not familiar, just has stumbled across this episode and me, I could say a lot, but I'm thinking about how I want to represent myself best, because I guess one of the things that I worry about is myself, and that can take on a lot of different faces, I guess. So I guess I'm worried about myself, And I don't think that I'm worried about myself. Like, I think that, things are going badly, but I think I'm like worried about more in the sense of like, I'm keeping an eye out for myself. What am I really worried about? Interesting. I feel like I'm not allowed to say I don't have any worries, but I genuinely don't think I have any worries. Um, I and it's so interesting that I wrote this down as a question. I don't have anything. By the way, there's nothing around these 5 questions. It doesn't say like these are questions that I'd like to answer. I've just like have 1 through 5 numbered, and it's 5 short questions. And I'd assume I wrote them down because like maybe I was thinking somewhere along the lines of it's better to you have to ask the right questions. It's all about asking the right questions. You hear that kind of thing all the time, advice wise, for people with like life advice, and like you have to ask the right questions, right? So I'm here, and I'm thinking about me there then writing this, and I must have been thinking like I have to ask the right questions. So I guess what am I really worried about? I'm gonna leave it there. I really have no worries. Number 2, what am I presently sad about? I would say I'm not, really sad about anything. I spent a lot of time scrolling on my phone today through shorts, and I will see like things like a class throwing an appreciation party for a surprise appreciation party, like a birthday celebration or something for their teacher, and the teacher cries, and that makes me cry. So I'll be like presently sad then. Right now, I'm not presently sad about anything, really. Once again, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Is that a cop-out answer? I think it's just kind of the answer that I'm going with because it feels like the right answer. Number 3, who has annoyed me and how? Interesting that I wrote these questions are so interesting. No one has annoyed me today. I didn't, there wasn't that much interaction with people today. And today probably would have been better if, I stopped by my work and just gave a quick hello to, my coworkers and friends that I know are always at my job. But I didn't do that. Even though I was right next door, I should have just gone in and said hello. I think recently I've been thinking a lot about what it means for me to go into my work when I'm not scheduled. And I feel like maybe I'm a distraction, right? But I think there's nothing wrong with just going in and saying hello, especially if I know that it will greatly benefit me and like my health, my because I need like social interaction, I feel like, every day. But who has annoyed me and how? No one and nothing. Number 4, what does my body want? Right now, my body craves routine. And I think that I am sometimes stepping out of routine on purpose. Like today, I'm like purposely making the choice not to go on routine because I feel like my routine isn't optimal. And I'm struggling to decide or understand, I guess, and this isn't really, what I'm saying right now isn't actually very grounded. I'm kind of just exploring my words as I say them. So I'm not actually very sure if what does my body want? Sleep. 5, what is still lovely? Raleigh is still lovely. My bicycle is still lovely. Food is lovely. This camera and my YouTube is lovely. Moving on. May 4th, pulling it back. Oh. Dude, all right. Dear Kit, I just called you. Before I called, I was writing out some text, but you probably know what I was thinking about texting. There was just too many variables out of my control in terms of how my words may or may not have been interpreted. Instead, I called. I'm glad I did. You sounded like you were laying in bed. We spoke about the summer, about your new house, and more that I should be able to recall, but I'm blasting music at the moment and my heart is racing. That is my excuse. I will call again tomorrow. Is that too soon? I can't believe I just typed that. I will call again tomorrow for sure. I've been feeling in my stomach. You say, and I said that on the phone, that what is meant to be will be. I think you and I are meant to be. Forgive me, but I'm going to have to violate the idea of what is meant to of what is meant to be being on its own, because if I don't do it, who will? Anyway, my life is a bit of a mess now, and I'm sure you picked up on that from the past couple of entries. I'm going to get on fixing that. I will write again soon. Call you tomorrow. May 5th, wasting my life. I did not write anything today. That is how you know everything is going bad. I am super drunk, about to shotgun another White Claw at 7 something in the morning. Help me. I am going to film it. Full send. May 6th. This is two wasting my lives back to back. I titled it the same. May 6th, wasting my life. Good morning. I just wrote this after writing the May 5th entry. I'm about to shotgun a White Claw. White bitch Monday. Full send. Hashtag Liddy. Hashtag full send Liddy. May 7th, game time. All right, so I'm about to make a movie. Well, I guess I am making the movie as I have already begun to do so by just writing this in itself. Dude, I was so motivated to make these movies. I need to make sure that I do not reveal as absolutely little information as possible, anything about my personal life or those around me. This film, to me, will be about going to New York and what this trip symbolizes. The trip symbolizes everything and nothing at the same time, making it both no different than and wildly unique in comparison to everything I have ever done before. I can't remember the exact... Wait, no, it's coming back to me. I was thinking in the hallway earlier when I thought about how I would begin to make something like this. As I worked my way backwards from the idea of fully complete movie with a fantastic story, I arrived at a place I am all too familiar with. Who I am and who I am to others. This is something I blur, then unblur, then blur again, and ultimately live in a constant state of limbo on whether or not it should be a blurred or clear line. I find myself giving others advice often, and when I come to wonder if I have a position to do so, I end up wondering if that is even what I should be wondering about. Storyline. The overwhelming pressure of responsibility / free will and the solution of firm decision making for the sake of being decisive. Each month, each day, each moment, each and every instantaneous passing of time reveals itself to me as everything and nothing simultaneously. In comparison to every other moment I've experienced, the right now is both exactly identical and wildly unique. Just earlier today, I envisioned the final cut of this movie. Working my way backwards to find the starting point, I found my storyline. In parentheses, yes, I know I wanted to make the movie before I wanted to tell the story. Wrong way around for sure. In parentheses. There is a million storylines out there. I honestly feel like I just reaching my hand into a bowl of baked beans, picking just one singular bean. This was a very silly analogy, but it was meant to express the infinite storytelling options. ... Infinite beans. ... Why make a movie? Why is it always the go-to philosophical, meaty, yet still quick and easy in proposition question to ask after any decision ever decided? Well, everyone has deeply rooted, carefully crafted answers to why. I certainly have mine. And foundationally, my reasons come down to rationalization. If you asked me why, and I demanded an answer, I would have to begin with this foundation. I do what I do because that is what I do. I see it as two paths. Draw two paths. One path is I do what I do because that is what I do, and the other path is embarking on a never-ending search for the why. I like my path because it frees time up for the actual doing of things. This path, maybe I shouldn't have written never ending, but in my defense, every time I look down at this trail, it seems to go on forever in an existential dread way rather than a fun forever hike kind of way. I advocate for my path. You should do what you do because that is what you do. It is exciting. It's always new, and it's what makes me, me. The me and the you in this story is the punchline. In the end, what you listen to me try to explain is some weird construction of thoughts that I've been building my entire life. I was never granted any city permits, and I am sure not up to date with the latest codes and construction standards. The importance comes from me, not from how I am built. However you have came to be, your worth, your value, and yourself lies solely within the constructor, not the construction. Use what you have learned through your labor to push further labor. Never fantasize about being in a different building. You are you, I am me, and together I wonder what we could be. This reminded me, I liked what I had written down so much, and a matter of fact, this is a YouTube video of mine. If you'd like to watch it, I think it is titled This is recording number 35. I would go on to post this video in like poem format, only reading snippets of what I just read to you. Around, I think, like the 20, like a week later, May like 16th ish. It's titled Recording Number 35. If you'd like to see me read that at the time. Now we move on to May 8th, New York. Hello. Testing, testing, testing. I'm thinking maybe I should call Kit. Definitely need to call my mom first. I will go and do that in a second. I was about to Google what is true about a girl that grows up with all brothers, because I know, at least I think I know, that Kit has grown up with all brothers. That is how you know you are. That is how I know I am starting to fall for her in my head, because I'm just getting the urge to Google and shit like that. Every time I get those urges, I need to just call her. But just like I thought when I got sort of trapped in this conversation with this man earlier who was obsessed with telling me how successful and amazing he was and all these people he knew. And then I stopped that train of thought. I said, I need to call my mom instead of calling Kit. And chatting for 2 hours with an airport stranger. Gonna get on that right now and then get back to you. Oh, was I in the airport? Was I in the airport? So little information. Okay, May 9th, no sleep. I'm in New York City. So, wow, I was in New York City for a long time. May 9th, no sleep. So I am on 5th Avenue right now. I just passed the Met and the Guggenheim. I'm going to apply to all the Apple stores in the area, and we will see what happens. May 10th, caffeine problem. I am going to in bad circles with my life. I can't seem to stop messing up. I feel ... I don't know what I feel. I feel out of control. I feel like I can't seem to get a grip. Here's what I think I should do today. I'm just going to walk 10 miles. Along the way, I will stop and take pictures, video, whatever I need to. First things first, I need to get up and shower and get ready to shave, make bed, and then I'll make a YouTube video with my nice clothes on. Maybe I don't feel like myself because of all that damn caffeine I was drinking. I've been drinking caffeine literally for no reason. May 11th, got a job, ? Had lunch with ... I don't know her name. Aunt Donna's friend. She works in education. And she said, we are going to find you a job before you leave. You will see about that. I just spent the last 5 hours watching YouTube in my underwear in my room. I'm going to go see Casey Neistat's place of work. Then I'll ride the subway or something. I don't know. I'm just going to do something. That is the name of the game. Doing something. First things first, I need to go poop. I got a job. She wants to train me. She said she will call or text me soon. I'm so excited. I think I might be able to stay here all summer. I feel amazing. Also, I opened this to write in it because I'm imagining my future partner reading it, or just someone reading it. And I feel I need to explain all the women in letters and love that is here. I am a hopeless romantic to the truest amount, or at least I have been in the moments in which I wrote these things. I feel currently like I am ready to be single for the next while, but in the moments when I write the letters and obsess over the interactions, and yes, even film the videos, I am hopelessly grasping at love. I think this is okay, and I'm honestly quite glad that I have this place to share it. This is the most I have written for one single day in a long while, and I'm quite happy about that. Tomorrow, I hope that I will avoid the caffeine. May 12th, wrote nothing. I did not write anything on this day, but I also did not drink caffeine. So, done with that. May 13th, Madison Square Garden. It is 1:43 in the morning, and I want to go buy a ton of camera stuff tomorrow. I'm talking drone stuff, stabilized stuff, and GoPro stuff, like everything stuff. I think I'm going to go spend like $5,000. This will be so worth it, the camera stuff and the videos and the editing and the posting to YouTube. It feels right. I want to be the best I can be at it, so I will buy the best equipment that I can. I ended up staying up all night. Then in the morning, I went and bought eggs and broccoli, and I had that for breakfast, and then I went to B&H. In parentheses, I was too early, in parentheses. So I went to check out Casey's place, and then after that, I went back to B&H and spent like $4,000 on all my new equipment. May 14th, moving. Good morning. Today should kick ass. I can just kind of feel it. I woke up before my alarm and fought internally with myself on whether or not I should get up. But looking back, I don't think it is a big deal. I got up eventually, took the bus for the first time, did not know I could ask to be let off, or that I had to ask to be let off anyway. Now I'm at Ludlow. Gonna try and edit the beginning of this video together and charge and wear my gear before breakfast and mom time today. Peace. I just lost my brand new receiver for my mics. I'm pissed about it, but it will be okay. I'm mad because it would not have happened if I weren't with mom. She came to visit. Now she is here the entirety of today, and she messed everything up. She seriously got under my skin. Seriously. I left her when I went to see if I could find the missing receiver. I've not texted or anything, and I don't think I'm ready to go back and see her. I think I will go to the camera store and buy a new mic, and then I will. Maybe I will. I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm super fed up. I'm just mad. She made me so mad. She messed up my entire everything. It's like I don't understand why she had to be like that. Well, Jack, what do you know about when someone makes you mad? It is something you need to look upon within yourself. So what can you do right now to figure out what is happening? So I think right now I'm torn between wanting to do the filming thing, buying the filming stuff, and then also wanting to just hang out with mom, because that is what I need to do with mom. I'm going to go hang with mom. So everything went fine with mom, but then later in the afternoon I called dad, or he called me. Either way, we talked on the phone, and I raised my voice and got pretty upset with him. Not cool. I'll call him back tomorrow and apologize. May 15th, posted. Today I plan to walk all of Broadway. Then I need to get back and do my laundry. I didn't do my laundry. I filmed like a third of the day, did not feel like editing and posting it, but then I saw a Casey video where he was like, I sometimes don't feel like making videos, but I do it anyway, and that inspired me to do it anyway. May 16th, posted twice. Casey Neistat. I want to talk about him. Tomorrow morning when I wake up, I want to, because I love what he does. I love his videos. Every time I watch one, I think about how I know how he is doing it and how I know I could do it. I know I could do it in my own way, and in my head, sometimes my own way is better. Another thing about Casey is that at one point he stopped making his one daily video. I know I can do what he does, and on top of that, I know I can do what I do. I know I have the tools, have the mind, and have the option, the choice, the ability to make these videos. Why make the video? Well, what would I do otherwise? My rules for video making. 1. Never watch a video I have made. Stay away from this. Number 2, edit chronologically. Do what feels right, do it fast, and post it. Number 3, film everything. There's no room to feel awkward about being the guy with the camera. I mean, why would I even feel this way? I remember being 13 years old, going into high school, and deleting everything I had previously filmed and edited and posted to the internet because I was worried that people would give me a label that I did not like. The fact that this notion may have stuck around all these years is infuriating. I know now more than I have ever known that people are always labeling people. It is a constant. The human judges on first impression, and in escaping a label or trying to fit in is a waste of fucking time. Why do I wear these nice clothes? I learned recently that my younger brother thinks it's pretty cool, and that's enough of a reason in itself for me to do it. So I guess that's why. I dress nice because I know little bro likes when I dress nice. This used to be, well, I got the camera because initially I was thinking I would just make a clip a day. I like the idea that one day my students would see the clips that I had made, and they could see that I am just a person, just a kid, just like them. Speaking of being a teacher, I need to become a teacher. I need to become a teacher as fast as I possibly can. The younger I am when I step into my first classroom, the better. The road looks like this. Step 1. Get 2 A's in my summer school classes this semester, in parentheses. They are online, in parentheses. Step 2. Apply to 4-year schools with teaching programs for the spring. Step 3. Become a teacher. Teaching is what I was born to do. I want the students, I want the desk, I want the school, and I want it now. Casey Neistat says that editing really teaches you how to shoot. I mentioned earlier that I wanted to film everything, but filming everything seriously extends out the time it takes to edit everything. Do I really want to film everything, or do I want to film most things as I refine my eye for what I actually want to film? I need to be the main character of my own story. I can't keep hiding behind B-roll. It is great that I let myself on with the mic in yesterday's video, and I know that today's video will be filled with me. I know Mr. Beast and I know Casey Neistat. My videos need to tell a compelling story, one that grabs attention and holds on to it. This is the challenge. I know I'm able to conquer it. I have 4 days until summer starts to film, until I think summer school starts, to film exactly. Speaking of Casey and Mr. Beast, it is very worth mentioning that they do plenty of things that I will never do. Mr. Beast has made his life, his videos is his job, his purpose in his life. I will never do that. My videos are for the sake of videos. It will never go beyond this. Casey intertwines his videos with his life to the point where I know his family makeup. I know his friends. I know his people he includes as guests. He puts his camera in others' face without empathy and thoughtfulness to wonder whether or not they are prepared for that kind of thing. He is, of course, always prepared, but he seems to fail to realize that not all others want to be immortalized in their exact moment in which they come in contact with Casey. I never want to put another human in my videos unless they come to me and ask to be on film. This is because I never want someone to be watching my video, see themselves, and dislike what they see. My videos are my story, and the way I tell it is my doing. To intertwine someone else's story into mine in a public fashion is selfish and egotistical. I believe this is why I don't like to film in public. I think it's fine to do so, but when my camera is strapped to my shirt, I know that I am filming strangers as I pass them by. I feel wrong, I feel guilt, and I feel like I want to stop. This is rule number 4. Never film any one person other than myself unless they ask to be filmed. Rule number 4 kind of negates rule number 3 and Casey's genius statement that you really learn to shoot when you're editing 34 minutes and 47 seconds of an interview titled Casey Neistat's Secret to Filmmaking. I think this causes for a rewrite of rule number 3. Rule number 3, film efficiently. Now I get to the point where I wonder if I'm doing something for the sake of video or if I would be doing it anyway. That is a silly time suck of a thought. What does it matter? If I go to visit where Charlie is in Queens, I can talk about how good of a person Charlie is. Now I'm at blank in Queens. I like being here because my friend Charlie suggested I visit. Charlie is a good man. He enjoys making others laugh, and I think he will make a fantastic father one day. If I bring up my classes, I can talk about my professors that I have had previously. Mrs. Rush was fantastic. I wanted to write her a letter to tell her so, but I never did. So I'll make this portion of the video quite extensive. What I enjoyed most about her class was its efficiency. She was on top of everything and seemed completely in control and balanced at the same time. This is everything a teacher should be. To be the one that has the information and is responsible for relaying it means to be in a more advanced state than the students. I certainly felt that she was, with both hands tied behind her back, and answered questions in a manner of sureness and certainty that suggested she had heard and answered those very questions 1,000 times before. On top of this dedication to what she does, she gave me an A. I did not deserve an A. Actually, whether or not I did is not something I really know. I never took the time to go back and see exactly how my grade jumped over the line, but I thought I had an 89 before the final, and I know for certain my final exam grade was below an 89. Regardless of if she gave it to me or not, I have decided to believe she gave it to me when I did not deserve it. This just fits in my head. It fits with the kind of person I believe she is, and it will surely soon cement itself as one of the many reasons that Mrs. Rush was one of the coolest and bestest professors I ever had the privilege of learning under. I'm feeling a theme about what I'm writing about here. This is a fantastic way to make a video. Travel to a location while the whole time making the story about someone. I think that I could do a part 3 today. The first can be about all the stuff I wrote before I started writing about Mrs. Rush. The second part can be truly dedicated to Miss Rush, and the third part is to be determined. Maybe what I wrote about before Mrs. Rush has enough to it to be split into the first and third section. I need to make sure all my camera gear is ready and good to go. And the edit before I leave the front door in the morning to do a Wallet Watch Keys phone check / title screen thing. Midway through the day now, I have a good lunch waiting for me, and my stuff is in the washer. I'm going to go figure out how this motorized thing works. Never figured it out because the batteries on the EORS 100 was dead. I don't think that's the right name. At least, I think it can be said much more efficiently. Anyway, I'm going to just chill on the internet. Maybe take a nap, honestly. Got my dry cleaning, hurricanes in almost 2. Everything is good. Going to walk to the hockey bar when it's game time. Whoa. May 17th. I love. It is just past midnight. I'm going to fall asleep soon. Before I do, I wanted to quickly write that I want lots of still camera shots where I move through the frame tomorrow. Also, I don't know. Well, I got the good camera shots for the morning, but I need to make today's video about something. I'm going to make a list about things that I love. I love YouTube. I love junk food. I love big cities. I love large structures. I love long highways. I love two-wheeled machines. I love big sewage systems. I love cars. I love airports. This yesterday was May 17th and today's May 18th, but instead of a Y to spell May, I put an R for March. So that kind of tells you how like crazy and hectic this time was. May 18th, George Washington Bridge. I'm absolutely flowing right now. Like I'm absolutely slapped, wicked, popped. I am turned the fuck up. I typed that right when the beat dropped. I just ate a bunch of candy and I'm about to go run through the streets of New York. Final destination, movie theater to see Back to Black. Here we fucking go. May 19th, making a movie. So today I'm going to New Jersey to play some golf with Allie. It's going to be a blast. After I do so, I'm going to need to film and edit a video for today. What will it be about? I'm not sure. Honestly, I think I opened this doc to brainstorm and come up with an idea for what my movie would be about. But I'm realizing that the art, the fun, and the point of making the videos is to figure out what it is about while I make it. I guess we will see. I'm listening to City of Angels by 24K Golden as I pull away from the train station on the second floor of this awesome giant train. I am so fucking happy right now. Seriously, I'm electric. I just hung out with Allie. How awesome is that? I think I'm going to see her again tomorrow. I know I'm going to see her again tomorrow. This is interesting. I like it. I like her. She's really awesome. I like her style, how she thinks, how she talks, and her eyes. Her eyes is the first thing I notice about her. They cut into you like lasers. They cut into you like lasers in a good way, like an attractive way. Allie, if you're reading this, I love you. Now I have to go home and now I get to go home, in parentheses, New York fucking city, in parentheses, and make a movie. I made the movie, super proud of it, titled it My Best Work Yet. If you want to see what movie I made that day, it's on my YouTube channel. You can go, if on my YouTube channel there's like a smaller search bar. If you're on PC, you should still be able to do it on your phone if you have the YouTube app. And you can search within my channel, just search My Best Work Yet. And this video in question from May 19th of 2024 will come up. I will say, it would probably come up if you just typed in My Best Work Yet, jackkadis, just into YouTube on its own. I wonder if it will come up if I just type My Best Work Yet, jackkadis. Yep, it comes right up on Google if you just search My Best Work Yet, jackkadis. All you have to do is search My Best Work Yet and then my name, jackkadis, Kadis, if you're curious what that video was. I made the movie, super proud of it, titled My Best Work Yet. But even now, as I sit here, I know I can do better tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want to not force the storyline out so much. I just want to let it come out of my mouth. Also, tomorrow in my movie, I should explain why I believe that I should not cut myself in the middle of talking. I think I meant cut myself off. I think this is bad. All other YouTubers do it, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to for these reasons. Reason one, when you are editing clips of yourself specifically. It is a weird feedback loop that I don't like the feeling of. I never stand and talk to myself in front of a mirror, so the less time I can spend on clips of me talking when I am editing, the better. Thing number two, it is much more authentic to have clips of me addressing the audience be one single take. When there's cuts, sure, it might be better in terms of keeping someone interested, but it is not better in terms of health of one's attention span. When you cut through someone's dialogue and stitch it together to make a new story, you are rewriting what has been said, and it loses an authentic nature. And it's reputable respect in my eyes. In all caps, I need to put my clothes in the dryer. Sheets in the dryer. May 20th, Allie. About to grind studying. I got a time lapse going. We are lit. Finished studying. Now I need to cap off my video for the day. I think I'm going to go to the dock and talk about liking a girl. I think that's a good way to cap my video. I'm going to do that and post it publicly because I can. There's no reason to hide it, I don't think. Seriously, just hung out with Allie. Man, that was fun. I really like her. Allie, if you're reading this, I love you. I love the way you smile. I love the things you say, how you say them, and who you are. I live for you. Today, I made you a little sticky note wrapped in paper towels that said, "Your eyes make my heart skip a beat." Once you unfolded the whole thing, I was in such a rush to get to you. I forgot. I forgot the damn thing. Now I don't know what I'll do with it. Maybe I'll save it, and in this entry, it can be its proof. Can be proof of its made date. It'd be nice to give it to you sometime later on a special occasion if you decided to keep me around. May 21st, salvaged? So I woke up, I'm finally moving, in parentheses, still in bed, in parentheses, at 1 p.m. today. I don't really know what to say here. I feel weird. I think I should just go see the new Furiosa movie. Honestly, I have no idea what is happening. Like, when I wake up super late, and my room's a mess, and I feel sweaty and I have to pee, but I can't even find the motivation to get up and go pee. I just don't even know what to think about myself. Part of me just wishes I could be consistently awesome like I have always dreamed. I think wishing that is a recipe for disaster, as it's easy to compare. Comparison is the thief of joy. Even comparing yourself to another version of yourself seems like a recipe for disaster. What am I even going to make my movie about today? Maybe about how I feel? That isn't very entertaining, as if I spoke to a camera right now, my voice would probably be sad and lonely sounding. Can I change that? If I grabbed the camera right now, showered, and went to the roof, could I make a video that is good? May 22nd, broke. So it's 2:30 in the morning right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. I should be asleep right now. I'm not asleep though. I think I want to start making my movie, or I want to not go to bed. How awful is that? Yesterday I had the opposite of 3 square meals. I blame it all on Allie because it's super exciting and it's screwing with my routine. I never had a routine. Who am I kidding? But if I'm going to be enough for her, then I better get one. I think I'm going to drop my summer school classes. It does not make sense to do them at this point in my life right now. They would not actually get me any closer to my associate's degree. I'm going to ride that wave of success that my last semester brought to me and spend this summer making my daily videos, as well as getting a job in a school. Things I want to include in today's video. I want to include buying my new storage and my new camera, a DJI Osmo 3, and then I want to record my story about taking the change out of the car wash and then getting a job at Walgreens while I'm still working at Autobell and going from one to the next. Just talk about all the Autobell, really. And then I want to go somewhere. I don't know where I've not been yet, but I have until 5 o'clock when I need to get on the train to go see Allie. I'm going to meet her in New Jersey and ride the train with her because that's just fun. What do I need to do today before it is 2:15 and I need to hurry to the train station? Well, I want to figure out how to use my gimbal. Buy the Osmo 3, buy external storage thing for the computer. I guess I should do that first, after I run that is. Holy shit, I am not going to buy any of that today. I am out of money. Seriously? Down to my last $1,000? It's all gone. I spent it all on this trip. How could I? I'm kind of upset at myself. I'm going to come home 5 days early. It is what it is. Maybe I'll go film some stuff or something. I'm still all sweaty from my run. Still need to eat. And honestly, damn, how could I have spent all that money? I checked my statement as I was walking into my place just now, and it said I owed $5,200? What the fuck? I just paid $3,000. I actually am in disbelief. This marks a point in my life where I went from $60,000 to nothing. I feel like I tell myself this will teach me lessons, but right now I just feel like it has introduced an addiction of spending. At least I'm going to see Allie in a couple hours. What sucks is how far she lives. I worry about what is going to happen once I go home. I don't actually worry. If it is meant to be, it will be. Time will tell, and who am I to worry? I really do like her though. I like her. So what do I do right now? Well, I can just writing in here for one. I really like writing in here. I dropped both my summer classes. Good riddance. I hated that shit. I need to be in person, and this opens up the door for me finding work in a school. I'm super optimistic. I think I can get a job. It's summer, but I don't think that will matter. I'm just going to start showing up to these places, dress nice, and shake hands until something happens. I really think something will happen. I won't stop until it does. I need to make a list now of all the schools in my area, in parentheses, University Woods, in parentheses. Jesus, I am tired. I'm probably hungry too, as I have not ate anything all day. First thing I eat is definitely going to be my eggs. This is West 26th Street between 6th and 7th Avenue. I am a tourist. I'm going to skip this because this is a script that I wrote for a video titled, you guessed it, West 26th Street. And if you search that, it will definitely come up. You can just search it right in Google. May 23rd, movies. Yesterday's video was garbage. I'm not scared of spending the rest of my money as I know I will make it back. I'm going to go home, catch a flight, buy the gear that I need before I do. Once I get home, I'm going to work. I'm going to find a place, find a job, and work it all summer until the very first day of summer classes. I probably meant fall classes. I'll be working, and working hard as fuck. Each day, I'm going to make a video about it. Today's video won't be garbage. I'm copying all my stuff to my external drive now, and I'll be making my new video probably on the plane or at Pittsburgh. I'm going to unbox my Pocket 3 now. Can't wait. And we're caught up, ladies and gentlemen. March 24th. We just read through an entire month of my life. March 24th, Pittsburgh. Am I recording? God, what a crazy episode, right? Can we all agree? I just filmed myself on this plane in my seat and spoke relatively loudly into the mic around all these people. While it is loud in here and everyone's minding their own business, I was still nervous about it. You know, this is really something notable because I feel like I once was, or just have always thought of myself as the kind of person that does not care what others think. But I think this was just a relative comparison to my peers who hyper cared about the opinions of others, while I did not care about that at all. But in the real world, around real world people, in parentheses, not my high school peers, and my high school peers only, in parentheses, I find myself very nervous to do something like film myself in public. I did it though. I got out of my seat, got the new camera out of my bag, and pressed record. I tracked it to my face, and then I just started speaking. I also got a rush from it. It was fun. It was kind of like the feeling of about to smoke weed or about to climb a crane or about to get drunk. Also, I should note for this log, I'm going to reach out to Allie again. I doubt she'll reach out to me, but it's not like I'm thinking much about it. But I thought I would let this log know. And I think what I did with Allie over this trip really helped me grow and learn about what love is to me. I think it's okay that I hold it on this pedestal. And because I do, I think I should really allow it to find me in the same way I aggressively try to find it. I think today's movie is really going to be pretty fantastic. I'm very excited. I think the combination of the rush filming in public gives me and the value that striving to break free from my parents' support is going to make me famous on YouTube. Seriously, I really get the feeling that it's going to work out. I just know it will. With patience, determination, and me just fucking living my life. One problem I'm going to need to tackle is editing. I don't know how Casey does it, but 3 minutes of video and 2 hours of editing, so I'll need to figure that out. It may just come down to being better at filming. Yesterday in particular, I sort of chucked video onto my SD cards with the expectation of having to work through it all and pick up the slack in the editing phase. It really needs to be 50-50. Okay, I'm about to go edit. I got a feeling about this one. I got a good feeling about this one. Whoa, May 25th, movies. It is actually the morning of the 26th. Well, it's 2:04 a.m., so not really morning. I really am falling in love with making my movies. That is all. May 26th, a day. My movie is about to start for today. Today is a big day. I have to run. I have to apply for the peach cobbler job. I have to go get the 9 shots of the bridge if I can while I'm out there. I'd like to film a video of the highway. I think I need to go down to the package room now and see if the portable charger is there. Make the epic hype edit of Sam's car to the beat of Ya Ya in the YouTube studio music. It's going to need a lot of different shots. Dude, I started writing an apology to Sophie. I quit doing it now. I'm back here writing on this one again. Yikes. I wonder if I should give her everything I wrote down. Probably. I think I probably should. Should I do it now? I think so. See, this is me spiraling. It is 4 in the morning and I'm spiraling. Seriously, my thoughts have bounced from Allie to Kit to Sophie to God knows what else in the last hour span. I'm seriously going insane. But something about feels different this time. I think it has to do with the movies. I know the movies are going to be a part of my life until the day I die, so I guess that sort of security has me feeling more rooted in my thoughts. Like I can reference them all to the fact that I make movies now. I don't think I'm going to go back to Sophie. She broke up with me. I'm going to meet a girl very soon, and she's going to be the girl for me. I can't wait. It'll be fantastic. So many cute girls in this world. I'm going to get the one for me, and I'm going to make it last a lifetime. With that entry, we have reached an hour, and this is the end of the episode. Send me an email at jackalkadis@gmail.com. That's Jack, JACKL, Kadis, KADIS @gmail.com. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.